All them condoms in your freaking room. I know she saw something. I'm leaving here with something.
I don't know. I think there's certain women that you just don't invite to your house. You would not want them to know where you stay for multiple reasons.
What if you're in a gated community?
What that mean? Bitches don't have gates.
If you literally walk a mile to my house to get in the neighborhood, that's crazy.
If you piss off a woman with the right shit, she might climb a wall. She might bust a window. She might do anything.
Bro, you know some shit I think about often. You know how mad Matt Barnes had to be driving to freaking Derek.
I think about that.
That shit a lot,
bro. I wish they had an animated series that covered that, or we had some type of content.
Fam. But driving 30 hours upset. What's the playlist?
Shit. Wait.
Think about it.
Bone Crusher,
DMX,
Lil Jon. He's always screaming on his records.
Imagine listening in the future. He said, "Yeah, I fucked your bitch, nigga. I fucked your bitch." He's like,
because when you mad in your mind, you going faster than you are.
Bro, there's some details in that story that don't get talked about enough. You know, Derek Fisher was a nasty nigga because he pulled up to that man's house with the Lakers security. Fam, if you get a special security, you know you're not supposed to be there.
Exactly. But you know
regular security, Lakers
what
security.
I appreciate, though, they had a fair one. I appreciate that. It's not like niggas pulled up with guns and Mac 11s and, I mean? It was not on TMZ. It was not visible. Nobody pulled out their camera, so... Yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of
These Are the Aesthetics.
I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Brunch King, a.k.a. Young Exec, a.k.a. I got that shit on today. Oh, my God. I smell like $1 million, bro. I swear to God. I got on Nomad by Bond Number 9. If you're not familiar with that, look that up.
I bet. Where'd you get the sample from?
Yo, niggas be hating. Yeah, for a nigga that been to my house that saw my cologne collection, this nigga, Gary, I be trying to get you to get more colognes. What is you talking about?
That shit was too easy. It was too easy.
But the ball was about a rim. You just... Oh, I'm tight. Go ahead, man.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. one of the flyest niggas you know, a.k.a. Relax, calm down. I don't know. Fuck it. But I'm here, though. I'm feeling good. It's hot as fuck outside. Cozy boy season. Eric Emanuel season is in full effect. Mesh short season is in full effect.
1000%.
AKA anything below the knee is a violation right now in this season.
AKA I need more Yeezy slides, too.
You should. By the way, AKA if you got foam runners and you're not wearing socks, bro, go to jail.
Yeah, that's right.
That shit's nasty.
Feet sweating anywhere, just slipping and sliding is not a good look.
It's like start walking around with wet socks.
That's true. Not a good look if you have carpet. Not a good smell neither. So. But yeah, man, how you feeling, man? What you got going on? How you been? How's work treating you? How's your wife treating you? How's your parents? I mean,
Yeah, well, shit. Life was good until Sunday.
Okay.
Cause I had my whole day planned on Sunday. Like Saturday night, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to wake up, eat some good breakfast, go to your brunch.
Okay.
Come back home. I was gonna go to Sean's pop up.
Okay.
Then I woke up Sunday. It's 85 degrees in my house.
Not a good look.
So
0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Fab. So I'm like, why am I sweating? And then my freaking dad said, "Cause when my dad is home, if he's still home, I'm like, oh fuck, what's wrong?" He's like, yo, so apparently the lightning hit my AC unit, fucked up our compressor. So we didn't have AC in the house for 2 days. So I just want everyone to know if someone don't have AC in their house
In Florida,
then that is not the person to fuck with at the moment.
no.
Just want to put it out there. So I want to ask you, like, have you ever been in a situation where you just, like, in any living condition, your car, your house, you ever had, like, no AC before?
Yeah, because my AC unit, as you remember, at my old apartment was on some bullshit. But
In the apartment's defense, that was kind of your fault. You always had that shit on 65 degrees.
That's
bro.
true. That's true. It's very true. But I think that's one of the utilities that we take for granted. That we just feel like, oh, we just push a button up and down, and it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be there. A lot of people don't take care of the AC units. Some people don't even pay attention to changing the filters. You feel me? Or make sure they dust it. Make sure they add Freon when it's having issues and stuff. So yeah, man, there's a lot of utilities that we take for granted, including lights.
bro. And I want to ask you, can you function in like freezing cold weather or really hot weather, really like steaming hot weather?
Freezing cold all day.
See, every time.
Yeah.
Like when I was actually when I visited my uncle and my aunt in Canada and it was snowing, I'm like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful outside.
I used to feel like a morgue in my house.
I can think.
If it does not, then it's a problem.
That's nuts, actually. I just picked up what you said. That is absolutely crazy.
I mean, honestly,
why do you know what a morgue feels like?
My dad pulled a prank on me at a young age. Long story. But anyway, man. But yeah, man, when you told me, you kind of a sick nigga. I was thinking about what you did. You at first I supported your move.
Oh my god.
And then I'm like, this is kind of creepy.
What did I do?
What did you do? And where were you?
So
when your AC went down.
So thank you. So thankfully to my lovely girlfriend Gaia, she said, "Oh, you can just stay at my house with my mother." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I actually want to say a big shout out to my girlfriend's mom because I know it's very not traditional for a lot of Haitian moms to
allow a vagabond.
I'm not a vagabond.
A Jamaican thug.
A Jamaican thug. To allow their boyfriend to be in their daughter's room at that. So I was like more than lucky because I can't deal with hot weather. I can't deal with no AC because every time when it's like very hot outside with no AC, you feel like you always got to shit.
True. Well, that was not my version. That's not how I picture that situation going down. Because I'm like, that's kind of your girlfriend is out of town. You want to feel like you in her skin. You want to feel her close to you. So.
What, you think I'm a panty sniffer or something?
No, I feel like you in the bed just doing butterflies.
That is crazy. Crazy.
I feel like you slept. You slept with her pillows, on your skin, trying to picture her being there. I feel like you cuddling with her clothes and some shit. I don't know. I just picture all types of.
I'm just in her room, putting my dick on her sheets, pretty much.
Ooh, imagine.
You a sick nigga, bro. But she's been in my room when I was gone, so that's literally.
But women just snoop in your room. They just
of course
try to look for condom wrappers and just shit that you have no business doing. But us, we just like, ooh, what does she got here?
That's not us. It's not me at least. I'll put that out there.
Oh man, but that was cool though. I was shocked when you told me her mom, her Haitian mother, her traditional Haitian mother, allowed you to stay in the house while she was away. That was crazy.
Yeah, so I'm more than freaking blessed.
But you family at this point, y'all been together for 20 years, so
for years.
For years.
So besides that, I'm gonna be outside apparently. Rolling Loud is this weekend. I will be present for Rolling Loud. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not big into crowds because after almost dying in a Pangea line.
That's true.
What
you had fun at, but okay.
I had fun at, of course. I had fun. The good old days. So when you I just don't like big crowds anymore because the fact is that people pushing, shoving, because when Playboy Cardi gonna be out, white boys gonna be freaking all up on each other, freaking yeah, bro, yeah, screaming and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I'd rather just sit in the back and just to be honest, I'd rather watch Rolling Loud on YouTube on my big TV. That was honestly the main goal.
Okay, you wanted to stream it?
Yeah, stream it. But I was really excited until I freaking found out that freaking Kanye dropped out.
And you have a conspiracy with that, right?
I do have a conspiracy with that. So keep in mind that the owners of Rolling Loud is white. I don't know if too many people know that.
Yeah.
So even though that was a very random fact, I just put that out there. So I think that they knew Kanye wasn't going to be on the lineup a long time ago.
Of course, they had a contract. I'm pretty sure that his manager reached out.
It's not even the contract, even though Kanye is rich enough to buy Rolling Loud, but that's probably another story. But the fact that even though I'm glad Kid Cudi replaced his spot, but I'm pretty sure that Kid Cudi was well aware that he was going to be on Rolling Loud because think about it. Artists are not just going to pop up at a freaking concert, even though they're gonna get paid, but they're trying to like expand all the opportunities. Like I'm pretty sure he had merch ready for freaking months ago. So there's a lot of shit that's like that goes into like an
And he
artist
has to,
being there.
he has to cover travel cost. He
Travel
has to book
cost.
his hotels and, just be
Promotion.
comfortable. Promotions and just have a rental service down here so he could get around places.
So he
and-
been and of course he has to switch around his own schedule. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he had other concerts and shit to get to.
Yeah, 1,000%. That was, you know how that is. It's business. They, they want to promote Kanye is gonna be there, so all the Kanye fans
Yeah.
can rush to do it. And Kanye is not gonna be there. All right, let's get the next, the person that has worked with him or somebody that people are as equally excited to see. I.e., Kid Cudi. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's not the same, but. All right,
That's my guy. Even though I have seen him
mean-
in concert before, but Future, I know Future gonna kill it,
It's like, to me,
and Kendrick Lamar, of course.
No disrespect, but replacing Kid Cudi with Kanye is like when you don't like strawberry lemonade and you get a Shirley Temple. It's like, okay. I mean, it's still red. It looks red.
I
It's
understand.
okay, but okay, cool.
And I think like because I actually had this convo with my sister how like she says, oh, Rolling Loud is actually more set up for you now because all these young niggas keep going to jail. Like people just like natural for like Lil TJ got shot. Freaking Kodak damn near almost probably didn't even end up going to Rolling Loud because he was arrested recently, but we're gonna talk about that later. And what's another thing? Gunna is still on the freaking lineup. I don't know why, unless he's gonna be doing a freaking Skype call.
Yeah, there's gonna be a hologram of him. So, that's crazy.
You should, man. But I can't wait, and thankfully, I think Rolling Loud is gonna do 5 stages this year, so that means everyone's not gonna be gathered up together. So
Well, be safe. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. Get a lot of sleep because I know you're going to be coordinating a lot of things. Have cash in your pocket. Try not to get towed.
I'm
Try
not driving,
to get,
thankfully.
Try not to get stabbed or trampled.
You
But
should.
yeah,
And security, please do your job.
yeah, absolutely. P.S. Do your job.
If you got a jacket on in 95-degree weather, get him.
Oh man, this next topic, the only thing that I thought about when it came up was the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect. Reports came out earlier this week that hey, Kodak was arrested with 30 plus pills. He got caught up with 30 plus pills, and obviously Twitter went crazy, Instagram went crazy. Your man Academics went crazy. Free Yak. Damn, Kodak can't
Yeah.
spend more than 6 months out of jail, this and that. And damn, you too rich to be doing hood rat shit. You buy pills, this and that. And, a few days later, come to find out, one, he got released on bond, but come to find out, he needed those pills. Those pills were prescribed. Even,
Allegedly.
listen, here's my thing. I'm on Kodak's side for this story, but what I want to say is, fam, you don't need, unless you had the whole bottle in your car. Most people usually take the 2 that they're gonna take for the day and carry it with them,
Yeah, you should.
or just drink it at home and
That's
carry
an
on with their
option.
natural day. But
Maybe he was on his way home.
you're right. We can't, we can't really pinpoint and fact check where he was and what he was doing. He possibly could have been coming from the hospital. We don't know.
We don't know.
But reports came out that he actually had those pills because to ease the pain a little bit because he got shot back earlier this year. And my thing is none of the news blogs, none of the shade rooms, nobody picked that up and ran with it as fast as they did with the chaotic headline. And I'm like, bro, damn, like people really are looking for the bad headlines to paint you a certain way, and it's like it's fucked up because I feel like if I'm not guilty of something, come out and say it with your chest, just like you came out and blame me and try to slander my name. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like the way I would say black men and black successful men are vilified, and they don't get the same grace as women and also white men when they do some of the same things or similar things. I don't like that.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. I'm sorry, I had to throw a joke in there. No disrespect to all my Haitian brothers, but I know you guys couldn't wait to wipe the dust off your free Kodak shirt.
Nah, Kodak keeps you on your toes. As a Kodak fan, you You literally have to keep him in your prayers.
Bro, like the term hashtag
Because,
free
like Joe
Kodak
Budden
has like
says,
millions of
Lord
posts.
knows he needs to be there.
Bro. But definitely,
Oh,
I'll get
man.
on some serious shit that like, obviously Kodak was probably like profiled, of course, because
Being targeted, all that.
and keep in mind Kodak was moving right. He was using like a bulletproof car. This man had freaking like probably 5% or maybe even lower tints. But in our defense, it's hot as fucking Florida.
1,000%.
It's hot as fuck. And even though like police officers, they look at tints as like, oh, those are the dope boys' car because they want to hide the drugs that they have in the car. And if white people say if Kodak's in court, and what if the lawyer brings up saying like, oh, I don't think all these pills were for him to heal his bullet wound because listen to this song called what's that song that he's like a superstar? What's it called?
Super Gremlin.
Super Gremlin. Then they play the part, I knew the perk was fake, but I still
So,
ate it because I'm a gremlin.
I mean, thank God we're not in Atlanta. Shit, 'cause that would, you feel me? That would have been a sad case. But
And of course, like there was a report that he had like $75,000 in cash on him. Granted, he is a rapper, but fam, come on. Credit cards do exist. Can we stop the nigga shit? Come on. That's all I'm gonna say.
you know why I can't blame Kodak for that? Because Lil Baby is running around doing the same thing. He just has
dumb-
like
dumb
10,
as well,
15 niggas with him where he does it.
And the rappers, y'all trying to make like illegal shit sound cool. I got a honey bun on me. Fam, just get a black card, get a platinum card.
And you are creating, like, you making yourself out to be a target.
You
Like,
shit. You feed. I think these rappers forget that, like, yo,
it's a recession.
It's a recession, and you feeding a lot of families.
That's true.
To be honest, it's to a point where Kodak don't even got to drive.
That's true. Honestly, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
But of course,
again,
stop the profiling. That's all.
stop
I would
the
say too.
profiling. Because Florida came out with a few. You know, this morning they came out with some Southern shit. Like if they see you speeding on Southern, they gonna slow you down and give you a ticket. And then they came out with some other shit where it's like if your music is too loud, they're gonna give you a ticket and a citation. It's like they're trying to. It's like the Banco shit. You know when you go to Bancos and they try to make the rules away so they don't let black people in.
No ripped jeans, no Jordans.
Yeah, so it's like I'm like you creating these laws targeting a certain audience. You just can't come out and say it blatantly, but you know what you're doing.
That's right. Like Southern culture is like they're really trying their hardest to go back into Jim Crow days. Oh, like you can't blast your music. You can't wear ripped jeans and no Jordans in the club. Oh, black people. Oh, the ones that got money. Y'all can't walk around with more than $10,000 in cash. It's like. At this point, why the fuck do black people got to freaking know their 10 amendments? Well, we can't even use all of them.
That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Well, since we talking about some bullshit and fuck shit happening, let's talk about Netflix. Netflix plan on taxing you and adding extra to your account if you out here sharing your passwords. How do you feel about that? Before I give my take, because I also have a conspiracy on why they're doing that.
How I feel about it. Honestly, I just feel like Netflix probably took a pay cut in some way, shape, or form, and they've
been firing a lot of people. Yes,
been firing a lot of people. A lot of shows have been getting canceled. I just feel like it's. Wait, I'm gonna bleep that out because sometimes videos get flagged. But the C word, yeah, everyone loves to blame that more than ever, and I just feel like I don't know, man. It's maybe the nigga in me, but I just feel like all this shit is just targeted to niggas at the end of the day.
I feel you. For me, the Netflix shit, them coming out and saying they're gonna charge you if they find out or realize that you're sharing your password or you logged on too many devices or whatever. I think like it's just they're doing whatever they want, they can at this point to be a headline, to be relevant. Because like I said, the OG Netflix with the Dave Chappelle thing when it came out, they probably would have not stood, next to Dave Chappelle. Granted, they paid him a lot of money for those specials or whatever, and he's a partner or whatever. But it's just like you rarely see corporations like stand next to black people when the heat come on. You feel me?
Of course.
And they've been under a lot of pressure because their content has changed. They invested a lot of money into original content. That kind of decreased their audience drastically. They've been firing a lot of people. So obviously, like, the company is not doing very well. But my main thing is, fam, if your content is dope, me sharing my password with somebody else is more views on those movies, those videos.
Just building up your streams.
It's only gonna make the streams go up. Is that's one more person watching your shit. You feel me? And it's like, who cares? You feel me? What if I'm the head of the household and I'm the dad? You feel me? So you telling me I cannot send my own son, my password? We live in the same household. So you mean to tell me like everybody in this household need a different Netflix account? Like that's bullshit. And I think you guys are doing it because you guys are losing a lot because Hulu is not out here doing that.
It looks ghetto at the end of the day.
Yeah. HBO Max is not doing that. Stars, which is on the lower tier of streaming platforms, is not doing that. Peacock is not doing that, who is fairly new. So it's like, fam, it's just you covering the wounds with water, and you need to just cut it out.
Yeah, I feel like Netflix, the fact that Netflix is like charging people for sharing their Netflix password is pretty much like a restaurant charging for water cups. Word is going to get out, and it's going to look bad on you.
Yeah, it's going to look bad. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's crazy. It's like, all right, let me put the appetizer in the middle of the table, but y'all can't share it. The person that's paying for the food, that's the only one eating the food. Like,
bro, like, you ever been to a restaurant and they have like a no sharing policy? Why the fuck would I want to come back?
I've never seen that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, there's some restaurants that have a no sharing policy.
Why? I'm paying for the food. Why can't I share?
Because they want you to spend the money again. Like if you buy you buy potato salad or like pasta. No, instead of sharing that one time, you got to buy a second one.
Nigga, I'll be damned if I share some fucking fries with my girl and here go the waiter picking up the fries to put back on my plate. Like, sir, if you do this one more time, we have to kick you out. That's crazy, man. And women love picking off on your plate, so it's like, damn, like.
Bro, I think the funniest meme right now is I've even seen the meme of like, would you move to Gotham for $300 a month in an apartment? And the funniest one is like, Batman kicking my ass for sharing my Netflix password.
I've seen that. I think I've seen that on Twitter.
Bro, y'all motherfuckers is creative, dog.
Oh man. All right. Let's talk about. Let's get into the fire cap segment real quick. There's not a lot. A lot has not been happening. Obviously the panda dunks are coming out again for the 20th time this year. But the standout news of the week is Supreme is having their annual sale starting tomorrow morning. How do you feel about the state of Supreme and them doing this now? Every summer they usually have summer sales, but.
If I'm being honest, I just don't care because all the shit that they putting on the website, they just be chilling in store pretty much. It's not gonna be like, people gonna are they releasing box logos for like under retail? No, it's like they're gonna be selling like their past season shit, old flannels, old hats, socks.
So pretty much things that they had in the inventory that didn't sell out.
Exactly, like every retail store, like everything about retail, like me and you been in the game long enough, bro.
Yeah.
That like we know when the what's the word? Befuddle people.
Yeah, of course.
So like I went to Nordstrom yesterday, and then like shout out to the homie that works there, the one in Gardens. So like he told me he kept it real with me. He's like, honestly, bro, shit that me and you were like, ain't nothing really in here. But they put out a whole freaking shit on the news.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheapest thing is 60% off, or the most expensive shit is 60% off. Like all these big sales. It's like, fam, like. It's just all the reasons on to spend your money. Like I know, like white people are going crazy over like Amazon Prime Day right now.
Stupid. Sales are. I mean, obviously, me and you've been working retail. Yeah, if you understand the psychology behind a sale, is pretty much everything you've been ignoring all season. Now they just reduce the price. Bring out different colors or bring back something you missed, and they make it appealing to you again. That's the way of of a company to literally not take a loss, because again, once it leaves that company, they're still not taking a loss, because even Nordstrom, they have Nordstrom Rack. Exactly. Even Saks Fifth have Saks Off Fifth.
Yes.
You feel me? Even Neiman Marcus got their own side store. You feel me? So it's like nothing really. I remember there's a professor I had in high school, Mr. Carruthers. He did biology. His number one thing, his famous thing, the number one thing he loved to say was everything goes somewhere. Yeah. Water, shit, garbage, everything goes somewhere. Nothing really disappears, like as you think it does. Like everything has to go somewhere. So it's like that's the same thing with retail, man. They don't want shit to affect their bottom end, at the tail end of it. So I mean, have a blast. If you couldn't afford it, you didn't have you didn't have money to get a drop. If you missed something, you might find it on the website. I'm definitely gonna check out, some of the accessories.
That's how they gonna get cheap. They got the colors.
I mean, I definitely want some new boxers from them and socks and shit
The
like
funny
that.
thing is, they
but
don't even restock that shit. I'm telling you, they're gonna restock the shit that like no
like a
one
lighter
buys.
or some shit, right?
Not even that, because that actually sells like overalls or like dress pants or they're over expensive jeans.
Or like the carpet jeans and
These
mom
shit,
jeans and shit.
corduroy, freaking tank top. I don't know, just like
Yeah,
random
some
shit.
bullshit that was just sitting there. Pretty
Exactly.
much. Okay.
And even in like and even kind of bigger news too is that like Louis Vuitton actually like they released the Air Force One forces to the public yesterday.
Whoa. Okay.
And I was kind of tight because I thought it was gonna be today, but I found out it was yesterday. But I did some more research. I feel like a lot of places like gave out like either like gave out links or did maybe an in-store drop. I'm not too sure, but it's really only exclusive to like customers that like basically very loyal customers to Louis Vuitton. Like if you spent like $1 million in a location, then oh yeah, we're gonna like give you access to buy
But
this
even
shit.
that, and that's what I hate, and that's what I feel like is distasteful. You guys came out and said these will never be sold. These will be raffled out. You guys did a whole exhibit.
Did they say it or Virgil said it?
Doesn't matter, but it's like you guys did a whole exhibit in New York where people could go look at the shoe, but it's not for sale. You feel me?
Yeah.
Only people, at one point I heard the only people that might get a pair is people affiliated with Louis or Virgil's close friends. You feel me? Like we saw Drake with a pair. We saw people he was really close to get a pair. And it's like now all of a sudden they're coming out. They're being public. So that means you had a master plan. Like Ice would say, everything is a rollout. It's like you had this in the tuck. You mass produced them shits, and they were sitting in a warehouse. You didn't want to be fucked up for releasing them initially after his death. It's just I don't know, man.
Yeah,
The hype on them. I'm over that. Like
I understand.
you could have got me a few months ago, but right now I'm not paying you $1,500 for a pair of Air Forces.
Not even 1,500. I think the cheapest pair was gonna be like 2,800 or some shit.
I'm good. I'm not. That's that's a new engine in a car. That's a
car,
deposit, bro,
sometimes.
fam. Yeah, that's a car for some people. That's 2 months worth of rent for some people in Florida. That's
Nowadays, just 1 month.
nowadays is 1 month, and you feel me? Like that's daycare for a few months for a parent. Like, nah, of
course you know
it's
that.
Just, oh my god, this nigga here, low blow. Okay,
As far as like,
yo, you funny, dog.
but Louis Vuitton is like they pretty much have become like the new. They created a whole new like cool table when they added Virgil to the mix, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And but even back to the topic where like about sales, even with Louis Vuitton, they're kind of on the other end of the spectrum to that because they don't sell their shit. You're not gonna find Louis Vuitton in discount stores. They burn their shit.
Nah, yeah, they don't do that.
So
They
like,
barely have commercials. Like,
I never seen a Louis Vuitton commercial.
for fragrances, it's not for clothes.
Of course, but that's how they reel the poor in.
Of course.
But then when you hear it, it's like, oh, when the poor comes into the store, oh, that freaking $3,000 purse. Let me wait till my taxes come in, and I'll blow all my taxes back to Louis Vuitton. Trust me, bro. I know the system.
It's marketing.
Marketing. They don't want us in the stores, but they want our money.
That's true. That's very true. All right, man. Well, I was minding my own business on IG, and
There we go.
guess who is on the news again? Not about basketball, but guess who's making headlines again in the media?
No, my Jamaican cousin.
Yep, Tristan. Mr. Tristan Thompson. Yeah, man. Well, how do you feel? I mean, at this point, with everything that's going on, like, I mean, this is my thing. We don't know the status of their relationship, nor do I care. It just looks bad on Chloe's part because they're having a baby by a surrogate currently. You get what I'm saying? And news came out that he got the side chick pregnant around the same time they plan on having that surrogate baby.
True
And
Jamaican.
he's being, he's being killed right now on social media. But I mean, I don't know, man. My one thing with Tristan, if you guys are actually divorced and single behind closed doors, do your thing, live your life, King. You feel me? But a lot of people are trashing Chloe. They're like, And women are so funny, right? Let me make this point. Women are so funny. They're trashing Chloe for sticking around Tristan or for dealing with him, but you're not trashing that the women that Tristan is fucking that know his situation. My complete mind fuck to me.
But at the end of the day, he's the one that putting his dick in. He can't fall in the pussy. At the end of the day,
I understand.
you can't accidentally fall in the
I
pussy.
understand, but do you blame Future or anybody that wants to be his 9th, 10th, 11th baby mama? Who do you blame at this point, right now?
You're blaming Future.
Okay.
No, wait. Ask the question again.
Because let's reverse it, right? Let's take
Yeah.
another person. Let's use another person as this example, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we know Future has a lot of kids, right?
Yeah.
I think he has 6 or 7 or something crazy like that. Or Nick Cannon, right? So now you find out that he's having another child. Who do you blame? Him?
Oh, yeah.
Or the woman?
You're blaming the woman at the end of the day because even like
And this is not me pitting women against men. This is not me trashing women or saying like women should know better and should, whatever, have a process on who they let fuck or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, at some point we can't be trying to play the victim. What people are not factoring in is women reach an age where they're tired of the games. They're tired of, the bullshit. They want to settle down. Like, I understand, like, when people are thinking about the Kardashians, they're thinking about the hit show. They're thinking about, their fragrances, their stores, and their business endeavors. But it's like, that show has been around for decades. You get what I'm saying? And we've been introduced to that family for over 10 years now. You get what I'm saying? And these ladies are getting older. They want different things. They don't want to be in the media for bullshit anymore. They trying to settle down. They trying to, be married. They trying to build a foundation with somebody and stay out of the way. And it's just like, it's bad for business. I think Chloe is more so staying quiet because she's like, yo, I'm not even going to attach myself to that because people are going to think like we still got a thing. And I do think they have a good relationship behind closed doors, at least a good co-parenting relationship. But it's not a relationship anymore. Not a romantic one, at least.
Well, even to what was I going to say? But, even to the point about, like Chloe and Tristan, yeah, like, can we really feel sorry for Chloe? Because at the end of the day, it's like, he's a ball player. The thing with the Kardashians is that she could have dated a lawyer, an accountant, like a banker. But then again, it's like, you can date a rich nigga, but you want a rich nigga with status as well.
That's true.
But dating a regular nigga is not good for ratings. Like, this shit is killing ratings at the end of the day.
It's true.
The Kardashians have always had something to talk about in their show. So it's like, it really just comes with the game pretty much.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the mama doesn't, like, she just, like, instead of feeling sorry for her daughter, she's like, oh, yes, we can make a whole 2 seasons out of this.
Oh, man. Kris Jenner is brilliant, by the way. That's a conversation for another day.
Literally, the Kardashians have literally became the most relevant thing in our culture, and they're not talented for shit. You got to give them props for that.
They're good at something.
Because we clearly talking about them, so they're good at something.
Of course. Have you been aware of the Sesame Street parade that happened, the whole thing on social media?
I did not. Like, you told me, like,
so
just
pretty
when we got
much,
here, yeah.
This black couple or somebody taped the Sesame Street parade, and it looks like the characters that were walking by were interacting with the white kids and not the black kids. Multiple of the characters are walking by and saying hello and hugging the kids, but they weren't paying attention to specifically this one black girl. So, she went on the social media. They tried to expose what was going on, and a press conference came out, and obviously Sesame Street, the brand, released a statement saying, hey, we got to train our workers to be better, this and that. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there's certain things, even when we talked about it earlier in the car, there's certain things, bro, we should not be dealing with in 2022. And there's certain things overall that I don't want to teach my kids so young. You feel me? I don't want to be able to teach my kids like, hey, you're not being interacted with because of the color of your skin. Like, to a 3, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, any kid under 12, 13, like, what grasp are they gonna have of that? You feel me? Yeah. So I just feel like, I don't know. It's just America. You could do what you want to somebody that's aware of what you're doing. It's just, I don't know. We shouldn't be dealing with this, especially in 2022. Especially if I pay my money to go somewhere to enjoy a service or to be around something. Bro, all we ever want is for us to be treated fair. We're not asking to be treated better than white people. We're not asking to be the favorite. We're not asking for people to take us more seriously, to get all the jobs. We just want equality. Treat me like you would treat your brother, your sister, your mom. That's all we're asking. And it's just sad to see, a kid being exposed to that.
I actually have a solution for all these problems, all these big corporations and this shit happens every year to like damn near almost every corporation. In every big company, there's an HR department.
1,000%.
There should be an HR department strictly regarding race relations, and like there should literally be some type of vice president and we have to remind everyone that works here. Hey, by the way, guys, even though I know 90% of this staff is white, can you please not be racist? As crazy as that sounds, do you know how much shit a lot of companies will get into? Like, think about it. The people in those costumes that was going only to the white kids and not the black child, their bosses should have been like, hey, remember, when you go out there, say hi to every kid. And if you see like a certain demographic, it's mostly white kids in the front, try to scoot your ass back if you see any other races in the crowd to avoid these situations. Because now we're in a time where in 2022, everything is freaking racist at this point. Everyone gets offended. Everyone gets upset about everything.
There's a society about everything.
Bro, I had a conversation with my coworkers today of how because I was talking to my Jamaican coworkers, and we're talking how even the shit Jamaicans, as we be saying, we can't say certain shit in America just because it'd be considered as racist. We had literally talking how everyone knows, all my Jamaicans know, and whenever you see anybody of the Asian descent in Jamaica, for some reason we always call him Mr. Chin. I know it sounds crazy. It is mad racist, but culturally that's what all Jamaicans call Asians in the freaking in Jamaica. I know I sound racist, but I cannot make this up. Do you know how much shit we have to separate culture and racism, of course, just like the Atlanta episode when they went to, I think, Amsterdam, and apparently they have an event called a black it's like a black Santa Claus. Everyone's in blackface pretty much. It looks hella racist, but that's just people's culture. We just all need to have a conversation yo, we need to remind everyone that this is racist.
You know what it is with me? The only solution that I could think of to do in those situations is hire more black people. Because if you had, black workers at your event, they would make sure. Because, black people, we always, if I know you work somewhere, I'm going to try to get a discount. I'm going to try to be in the know of what's happening. You feel me? So it's we tend to look out for our own. You get what I'm saying? So all these corporations, in these branding meetings and these marketing meetings involve people from other races and other ethnicities. Make sure there's a diverse group where everybody feel represented. In each marketing meeting for any company, any Fortune 500 company or any company that has an audience, you need to have representation for Latinos, black, white.
Not gonna work.
I understand.
Because they'd be like, what about me? I'm from Australia.
I understand. It would depend on the product that you're trying to sell. You get what I'm saying? It's just the product or the service you're trying to sell. But I just feel like even if you don't need these people's opinions, you're not going to use their opinion, you need their feedback. Because when you don't use people's feedback and you don't understand or you're not tapped into the culture, you don't know what's good or bad, that's when you fuck up like this publicly and you lose your money and there's an outrage. But then again, I'm going to say that as a person that's studying marketing, there's something called outrage marketing where they purposely get you outraged so you could be talking about them. Because some people feel like good promo, bad promo, still promo. So it's you can't really win, bro.
That's true.
I feel like people are going to do what they want to do to begin with.
But to come to black people's defense, we ain't going to get in no damn costume. It's way too hot. And on top of that, you want us to be outside. A lot of black people not asking for that job.
You're not helping.
I know, but if I'm being really honest, there probably wasn't a long line to be, hey, Disney, can I be in this hot-ass costume, by the way? Hey, little Timmy, come here.
That's crazy. But, yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, man. like I said, bro, throughout the weeks, we observe a lot. Listen, I find topics and subject matter in everything that I do. I could be watching a show and see something off. Like we try not to highlight religion and certain sensitive topics here, but yo, like let us know what you think, man, because there's a lot of, and if we're not talking about something enough or we miss something, during the week, guys, DM us. Suggest certain topics because, like I said, we want to be able to be relatable to everybody. We want to be able to talk about certain, things that people are going through. Because who knows, we might connect with y'all in a way that that we might not know that we can. So
because we try to be like on this podcast, we really try to be fair because even like all the bullshit that literally looks like nothing but bullshit. I'm usually the guy that I see how that happened.
No, well, of course. And we have conversations privately where we like, well, if you didn't do this, that wouldn't happen. Because there's one that I'm thinking about right now that we can't talk about.
Of course.
But, it's just, again, have your head on a swivel. Everybody is having a hard time right now with this economy, inflation. There's a recession on the way. Even fucking Joe Biden is going to go online and say, well, gas is slowly going down. Nigga, you saved me 15 cents per gallon. Shut the fuck up. Once I see $1 starting to come off and it's not 4, it's 3, then we can have a conversation. Nigga, elections are coming up and your ass is getting sweaty and you trying to salvage every little supporter you got right now. Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit.
Speaking of America, I just like to consistently remind everyone how free this country is. Our old president literally said, "Grab him by the pussy" in 4K, and still won. We don't talk about that.
And he's trying to run again.
And he's running again. Bro, this shit will be in history books.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This nigga wanted to see Barack Obama's birth certificate. Fam, you found me in office. You think the White House would miss that?
Fam,
would I get nominated?
There's videos of you in Playboy.
Oh my God, man. This is crazy, man.
I can't make this shit up. Literally, I can't make this shit up. I wish I could.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I mean, do you have anything else to talk about?
I think you had this one where it's like women want to feel needed.
Nah, we don't have to cover that this week. It's
that.
Fine. I would like to have a woman here to actually talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Again, that's another thing we are working on. It's our sensitivity
You're learning.
thing. Yeah,
You're
we're learning. And we try not to talk about certain topics when representation for that topic or that subject matter is not here. So, yeah, man. We'll see y'all Saturday and... Yeah, man. Keep interacting with us. Keep liking, subscribing, sharing, saving, listening, streaming.
Please comment.
Comment, man. Just like I said, we do this show for y'all. If you're not fucking with it, we'll stop. I mean, not really, but, we try to give y'all something to talk to your friends about, your family about. We want this to be used as a debate thing. You could be driving to school, driving to work, on your lunch break. We want to create content to entertain you, after a long week, after a long day type shit. So, yeah, man. Yeah,
we still on the road to 100. I believe this might be episode 77.
77. 77.
Yeah, man. This shit is a hobby, but at the end of the day, it could be a job for some people. So just letting y'all know, we take this shit serious. We try to get the good quality video and audio, and be telling people I do a podcast, and the fact that they know that it's like every week, like, oh shit, you really do this.
Yeah, bro. Even my bosses want me to send them the link, but I'm like, yo, this is a version of me that is not that you don't see at work. At work, you call me Malachi, but over here I'm Cheech. Like Cheech, you move a certain way. Cheech cuss. Cheech use profanity.
He's a nasty nigga.
Cheech is a nasty nigga. I like to say bitches, hoes, and fucking this and that. So it's like, if you're not gonna give me less days at work and I'm still getting to keep my hours, then you can get the link. But if not, I do a podcast, and that's why I need my Wednesdays off.
You should, man. Where you go by, man?
I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Stay Tapped In, a.k.a. Be Safe, a.k.a. Be kind to one another, man. It's tough out here for everybody, so yeah.
I hear that, man. I go by the name of Gary.
And don't get robbed.
Don't get robbed. Or try your best not to.
Yes.
A.k.a. My one name is Gary. You fucking up my intro. My name is Gary, aka In Gary Trust, aka one of the cleanest, funniest, and coolest niggas you know, and it cannot be replicated.
Damn, man, you keep adding shit to your personality every week. God damn.
Oh, he mad. He mad.
Oh, he mad. He
He
big
mad.
man. He big man. All right, nigga, we out.